viewer, you're welcome to another inspiring edition of your favorite TV program, ZEAL'S TV Experience, where we talk about topical issues affecting our societies and the world at large. If you're joining us for the first time on this program, it's very informative, educating, and interactive. Alright, today on your favorite TV program, we will be considering a very important topic known as bad habits. Well, it might interest you to know that there are some bad habits we unconsciously exhibit without knowing, and today we'll be looking at it. What are the ways one could do it with bad habits is one of the questions we'll be asking on our today's program. And as well as what are the effects of bad habits in our today's society. Alright, we'll go on a short break. When we are back, I'll reveal to you my guest for today. You're welcome back to ZEAL'S TV Experience. Joining me today on the hot seat to talk about this important topic, bad habits, is no other person than Mr. Akpabio. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's good to be on the program, and I'm excited to be here.
All right, welcome. Quickly, what do you understand by bad habits?
Well, before talking about what is bad habit, I would like firstly to see my own definition of habit.
Okay.
You know, those things that we do repeatedly and eventually becomes part of us, like a character, and eventually gets into becoming a behavioral pattern. So those from there we can now deduce the bad habits to be, you know, those things that are not actually maybe acceptable as a society. Maybe by moral standard they are not, you know, that they don't meet up the moral standard. So such habits, such activities, such behavioral patterns are those ones I consider to be bad habits.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you have another definition of it, so you can as well share with us.
Okay, quickly, can you tell us what are the ways one could do away with bad habits? What are those ways one could just do away with it?
You know, I think it's very, very, very simple. You know, as human beings, we are products of our own environment, and from time to time, we do the things we do based on the influence of our environment. The places that we are, the people that we mingle with, gradually influence us in a way. So one should be able to go with bad habits, maybe based on first, maybe by choosing the cycle that we have, choosing the friends around us, choosing the things we do, choosing the places we go to. You know, but by the time you choose it, you should be able to know what exactly you want. You should know what you want, how you want to be. You know, it's just like being you want to be like a medical student, studying to become a doctor and a medical expert, and you all through your life you'll be found at Ibom Plaza, like in Rio, for example, sitting down to discuss people. Well, you may say that is not wrong, but that is not a good path to where you are going to. So for you to succeed, I must say that you have to be a student of the people that have succeeded before you. If you want to become a lawyer, you have to start working where lawyers make friends that actually lead to where you are. So the cycle that you choose, the
matters a whole lot,
goes a long way to influence how you behave. So you choose the cycles, and then you try to define your actions. Then that is what you are talking about. That is how you can do away with this. Okay.
All right. Looking at today's society, what would you say is the effect of bad habits in our today's society? What would you say is that?
You know, this is everywhere, like in our society today. A lot of people, like in Akpabio state, you see government prescribing cultism. You realize that cult activities as a result of a bad habit. Yeah. So we can all see the effect when families are not, when we don't have good and better parental upbringing. You get to see the children how they are brought up in a wrong way. You realize that the society that is constituted of men and women of bad habits will definitely not grow. So we have all these effects. It will make a development stunted, and a lot of people will not be so engaged in meaningful activities and many other things like that.
And that means we can't grow if we continue exhibiting those habits.
What is not good is bad.
Anything
that is not good is bad, and you know the consequences of having anything that is bad. So we have to see how we can, inculcating this good habits. First of all, like I said earlier, I mentioned at the first point, it has to do with proper parental upbringing. The parent must always be involved. in supervising their children, what they do, who are their friends, where do they go to, because no society can be better if the families that we have are bad.
Okay, what happens in an occasion whereby both parents are not living together? Probably the mom is staying alone, or a single parent. What would you say about that?
Personally, I would say that I'm not. This is very personal.
Okay.
I'm not against
single parenting.
Single parenting.
Okay.
I like to tell people it's better to be happily single than to be unhappily married.
Okay.
So if you went into marriage and then you realize that you were married to a wrong person, of course along the line, to me, I feel it's not a do or die affair.
It's not.
Marriage to me was meant to be enjoyed and not to
be endured.
So if you know that maybe the parents are not living together, well, like I think if I'm not mistaken, either in law also, a child will have to stay with the mother.
Yeah.
You know, after certain times, I think about 5 or 6, you have to leave by law. You can now leave to stay with the parent.
Now, what happens in a position whereby both parents are actually not around? They're busy, always going to work every day. Like they don't have time for the children. What happens at that point in time?
You know, the society is becoming the growth of society is becoming very fast, and you look at, for example, like in Akpabio state now, let's so to say, a lot of people have started venturing into entrepreneurship.
Okay.
So there are some professionals who have been trained, and then they have certifications from government, and they have established like crèche where you have these children kept. You know, like most of the politicians that you see always jumping from year to year, some of them they are still nursing, they have children, but these children will be kept under the tutelage of professionals. So you can either engage a professional to your house, or you now exercise the other one of taking them to crèche where you have professionals taking care of them. Because for a child to grow up to be good, the parental upbringing
matters a whole lot.
No matter where a child, no matter the institution a child goes. I'm not trying to look down at some people, but let's come to look at the reality.
Okay.
You know, I don't know which school you graduated from, but you realize that people that went to some of the expensive school in the country, and people that went to
just a normal primary school,
when they are coming to do their masters, all of them will be
in the same class,
school. And once they graduate, they all come out to the same society, and they come and search for the same job. So you realize that what is most important is that parental background. So that is why you see some people that leave their parents to come to stay to town. Maybe you find them at home because they had that habit inculcated from the parent. The habit has been with them of staying at home. When parents leave their parent, they are staying alone in school. You see them still wake up to pray. You see them still behave well. So everything goes down to the parents. It goes down to the parental upbringing. That is where we can actually deal with bad habits.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. It was nice having you.
Thank you very much.
All right. That has been the site for today's program on ZEAL'S TV Experience. Return next week bigger, stronger, and better. From all of us here who made today a success, we say thank you very much and God bless you. Alright, that has been the site for today's program on ZEAL'S TV Experience. Return next week bigger, better, and stronger. And remember, don't look down on anyone except you really scream that person up. I remain your TV goddess, to the Z, to the E, and to the L. You can call me Zero. From all of us today in the studio who made it a success, we say thank you.